Hi, I'm Winston.
I'm James.
And we are IQI Victoria.
Not alone, by myself, but with you. Though tough times come, I will not waver. We will rise and become the new God. We will stand up and rise together. We will march into victory. Hold my hand and this day we know I feel right, it's for you as it has been for me. It has been for me. We will stand up and rise together. We will march into victory. Hold my hand and this day we know I do right, it's for you as it has been for me.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our weekly International Prop Chat on every Saturday 9:30 p.m. Malaysia time and GMT +8 at Facebook Live at IQI International Sales Page. I'm Angela Chen, International Property Consultant on behalf of IQI Global, the Asia's largest real estate and investments advisory firm and a member of GYIQI.
And I am Cerina. Thank you for tuning in and support our program. Our IPC program will take about various real estate opportunities, investment criteria globally, some of the hottest properties and investment hotspots in the respective countries. Our topic for today is, what is 97 over 100 Walk Score like? So, Angela, what do you feel if such number appear to your eye?
Well, to me, obviously, I see such numbers readings from most of the time is from the exams results. And of course, this is definitely a distinction for me. Don't you feel that way?
Yes, you are absolutely right. And we are all looking forward for this achievement in our result, whether to play, work, or examination. But when the number indicated with the walk score in it, the definitions means it provides walkability analysis and or to tell you just walkable a particular location, neighborhood, or city is. So if you are wondering which area is more walkable than another, you can compare these walk scores. Beside walk score, there are such a transit score and bike score. For transit score and bike score ranking, we define large city as a city with more than 300,000 people.
Wow, that's interesting. So, where do you often see such indication walk scores?
Well, for the walk score are often seen in many project developments, locations, demographic or brochures in real estate. Such sites nevertheless project presentation.
All right. So, and what about how is walk score determined?
For each address, walk score analyze hundreds of walking routes to nearby amenities. Points are awarded based on the distance to the amenities in each category. Amenities within a 5 minutes walk are given maximum points. A decay function is used to give points to more distant amenities, with no points given after a 30 minutes walk. So it is identifying the closest amenities, for example, to the grocery store, to the banks, to the restaurants and school, and awarding points based on the distance to amenities from a given location. Location scores have a range between 0 to 100, with 100 being is the best.
Oh, obviously, everyone's listens or sees 100 is always the best. So, can I say that a good walk scores prominently 90 or above is considered a walkable paradise? Can I quote that?
Yes, definitely, yes. When there is no car is needed and most daily errands or activities can be accomplished on foot, which means you can walk to the grocery stores, cafes, restaurants, school, and more.
No wonder with the highest walk scores projects developments are definitely appealing to those marketing projects of the plan. If investors or buyers who are not well known to the surrounding suburbs, this is perhaps the best or definitions will help them to define and understand the locations of the investments of the properties. Is that right?
Yes, of course. Such property with higher score walk are usually very sellable. Generally, the ROI is good and rental yield are often higher due to the conveniences. So imagine you don't need to drive and park your car. You are surrounded by all the amenities within your walking distance. How wonderful is that?
Yes, and you are talking about time consumed. You don't have to look for a car park. And then
Exactly.
these days, most of the town's parking space are limited, and therefore, that is actually very expensive if it comes to parking bills. So it's definitely a big yes. Less hassle and bustle. Well, before we continue, let's welcome to those who are just tuned in into our international prop check, and thanks for being with us. This IPCs is held every Saturday 9:30 p.m. Malaysia time or GMT +8. I'm Angela and my partner here is Cerina from IQI International Consultant Teams of Malaysia. The highlights for tonight's topic is: what is 97 over 100 walk score like? Do give us a plenty of love and light. Support us by sharing our programs to your friends and families. Well, back to our topic. Is it essential important to understand your property walk scores?
Yes. Walk score was originally conceived to help individuals to find apartments to rent in what the founders of the metric deemed walkable neighborhoods. This comparison of apartment continue to be available on the Walk Score website. You can search all the walk scores that's from one distance to another distance, how far it is by calculating the walk score. But the benefit of the measure have grown significantly since it was created in year 2007. However, In some of the cities, the walk score are not as popular indicated. Examples like Malaysia.
I suppose due to our climax, and most Malaysians owns few cars in one household. I mean, they prefer to drive out rather than walking in the hot climax. And we have the whole hot climate in Malaysia all year round. What do you think?
I must agree with you. I don't walk often too. With such climate, I will foresee myself sweating all over. But however, it is very popular among apartments closer to the city, and many Walkscore websites are helping foreigner to understanding the locations of the properties, whether to buy or to rent, especially expats who are new to the places.
Yeah. Come to think about it, I do have many inquiries asking for properties closest to cafes, like restaurants or even convenience stores, groceries, as a holiday homes in Australia. Do you encounter that, Cerina?
Yes, this is quite common. I have many friends. They accompany the children to study in the international school, such as in Perth or in Melbourne. They always looking for the highest walking score closer to the school. Especially for those they don't obtain any international driving license, so the closest the higher walk score, the higher they prefer. So hence, the higher walk score is the most important features in their investments for their properties. So, by the way, Angela, do you have any project in mind that you would like to think of a good walk score in Melbourne?
Well, let's go for a suburb first. Well, I would think of South Bank, which is situated on the southern side of Yala River. I think South Bank includes the South Bank Promenade that stretch from Southgate shopping and dining complex to the Queen's Bridge Squares. The promenade has many cafes, restaurants, shops, upmarket hotels, office, public arts, and modern apartments.
Do you mean the one urban regeneration plans initiated by the Victoria government that of 47 million will be spent to upgrade the South Bay Boulevard?
Yes, in fact, it is not just the infrastructure's upgrade. The Victoria government has set aside 1.56 billion for the arts precincts redevelopment plan, and they actually projected the potential growth of the cultural tourism in Melbourne will be increased to 40% by the year 2025. It is also the home of Melbourne University's Arts Campus, which is currently undergoing a major 200 million redevelopment project. Hence, I believe that it is definitely attracts a lot of international students as well.
I know South Bank is also home to Melbourne Art Prestige, one of the highest concentration of art and culture organizations, but anywhere in the world, surrounded by many galleries, studios, theatres, and art education institutions.
Yeah. Do you know that the South Bank precinct is anticipated to grow around 5.5% per annum to reach in excess to 46,000 residents by the year 2031.
Wow, that's a really good growth rate. But I do know SoftBank had 34.7 million Australians and international visitors in year 2019.
Yeah, that's a good record. Indeed, South Bank is actually booming. The increasing of popularities for major Australians and international heads office such as PwC, FKA, News Corp, IBM, Vinci, and more. With South Bank walk score reading is 99 over 100, Literally, you can get any way you want, including buying some branded products like Louis Vuitton, Prada, or even Hugo Boss. I mean, this suburbs has lots of cafes, restaurants, and shops at these crown casinos. So with this approximately to the Melbourne CBD, this is really an ideal location as it is another great choice to live in Melbourne.
Sounds like a shopping heaven to me. Okay. I also know that Southwell, where DFO shoppings and the Melbourne conventions and exhibition centres are located nearby too. Yeah,
Yes.
just a walking distance. Also attracts thousands of visitors and exhibitors all year long. People who stay there will be professional, singles, retire, families with kids, fashion conscious, as well as students. It would be a great place to live for me, to work and to play. So Angela, which project do you think of if it's in South Bank?
Well, if you say it's completed once or ready to move in, it will be even more because it's located there. And of course, the one I love is the address of 60 South Bank Boulevard. I'm South Bank by Bella. I mean, this site is located centrally and strategically within the CBD's arts, entertainment, sports, and Royal Botanical Garden precinct. A place everything at your fingertips, from the waterfront dining to Verdun Park, including these King's Domains and the Botanical Garden. And remember, the famous Flinders Street stations is also nearby, and the the Melbourne metros are just the short walk away, and also the bus road, night tram roads, and convenience taxis and Uber access nearby. Of course, you also remember, I must also remind you that an international airport travel train link will also operate by the year 2026 there.
Wow, yes, it's a fascinating development.
Yes.
This South Bank by Belay will be the tallest tower in the southern hemisphere, as well as the taller vertical garden in the world. Yeah? The only hybrid mixed-use project in Australia, which provides the cleanest air in any Australian residential skyscraper. Nevertheless, the first ever Four Seasons hotel in Melbourne, first ever brand new built for Four Seasons in Australia.
Wow, indeed. I mean, there's also, for those art lovers, there will be a first ever esteemed European Arts Institute Centre, Providence, from Paris in Australia in this building. And also Australia's first shares private auto clubs for residents, and whereby they have these exclusive car sharings. So to say, you don't really need to buy a car there if you are staying in this apartment.
Wow. 97 97 out of 100. Wow, it is so awesome. Oh, everything is first to the best, or first to the first. This is the first ever development happening in Australia.
Yeah, imagine you are staying at a place that you don't need to buy a car. I mean, they have this special privilege club that you can drive. You can choose your cars. You can drive your BM. You can drive your Mercedes. You can try all kind of cars that you need. Yes, it's definitely a good development. And by the way, it consists of two towers. That is East and West Towers. The East Towers will be 101 levels with 370 meters high, and the West Tower will stand on 63 levels and 270 meters high. The Four Seasons Hotel will be in the West Towers from the level 9 onwards, and it consists 216 hotels rooms, as well as some of the hotel's private residence. This is definitely a tailor-made 6 stars personal service hotel. The development is going to plan to finish constructions in the year of 2027. Yes.
Wow, can't wait to see this happening. Wow, when the project is complete, I believe there will be no more radical and dramatic example of integrated green spaces in a city anywhere in the world.
Yes. By then, Southbank will be the most happening suburbs in Melbourne. For tourists to punch cards there and for photo sessions place. And guess what? I have not touched on the facilities of these 2 towers. There will be no full stops for it. I just love this development and these locations.
Yes, me too. No one will not love this location. It's best in really good in in walk score, surrounded by all the shops and cafes. Wow, I hope I can own one day. There is no place like Southbank in Melbourne. Close to almost everything from shops to casino, river to the beach. I hope tonight's topic it will help you to understand the importance of the walk score for you to future investment to your property.
Yes, and come to think about it, the project is going to be completed in 2027. So there are still available. If any of the audience would love to, please do make inquiries to us. Okay. For those who missed these early episodes, do check out at our FB IQI International Sales page or YouTube to watch the replay, and we look forward to seeing you on the next Saturday 9:30 p.m. Malaysia time with another great topic, which is on a perfect place for work and play. Should you have any further inquiries or anything about international investments, please feel free to contact either of us. I'm Angela. Stay safe and all the best.
And I'm Cerina. Take care and have a nice weekend. Bye.